trying to resolve a situation here. See a little bit of orange paint on top of his head right there. He's getting that paint from this piece of wood right here. We just spray painted it yesterday. One day we noticed that this little short roof on the front was laying on the ground. So I came over and fixed it, put extra screws in it, made it really strong. And then the other day, like 2 days ago, I saw Ramon jump up on his hind legs and ram that thing. And all I can think is that maybe this angle of the way this hangs down might be kind of like the angle of his neck when he leans his head forward to butt. So maybe he thinks this silhouette is kind of like a sheep or a ram. And so maybe he's ramming it, thinking he's ramming another ram or something. I have no idea. But I painted it orange, trying to make it so it's not natural looking, so he would not keep ramming it. But for some reason, he just wants to ram it. So he broke it off again yesterday. So I added this board right here and put a whole bunch of extra screws in it and painted it orange. But I see that orange paint on his head, so I know he's still been hitting it. Hopefully he can't break it off right now. But I'm actually down here where I've been trying out some things with keeping the water from freezing. I've been using just a regular pipe heater, just a heated wire. And I was kind of making my own little heater to put in the water. It worked a little bit, but not good enough to keep the water from freezing last night. So we finally went to the store and bought the real thing. This one is not as powerful as some of the larger ones. And we don't want it to be powerful, because you have to be careful about your extension cords. If you're running extension cords a really long distance, you can't have a lot of power going through them, or you might burn up a wire. I think I'm still gonna clip this, keep them from messing with it. We're having snow, hopefully on Friday, day after tomorrow. So since we've been thinking about that so much, it makes us want to have a fire. Add another log. Cindy's outside collecting loofahs out of the garden so that they don't replant themselves this coming season. But she'll be back in a minute, and it's nice. She loves having a fire, and so I love having a fire for her.
That one's gonna go to the trunk. Here's this. You want this? Oh. You want this one? I don't think so. I think it'll be.
The water heater that we bought for the sheep water worked out great. And we've only done one. Oh my gosh. Look at all those loofahs. This is part of the reason they're getting rid of them, is because they grow way too many, and every one of these is full of seeds. So I'm running over here to get another extension cord, and we're gonna set up the other water heater so we don't have to worry about breaking ice every morning. I've got these regular cords, and that's going to use a lot of power. It's already using 500 watts, so we need a thicker cord here. That's why I'm grabbing this cord. That had the heater. We'll go look at this one. Here's the one that did not have a heater. Still has a huge slab of ice in it. camera. You're blocking it. Supposed to be about 39 today, so there's not much chance for this ice to melt, except the sun shining on that black plastic is going to warm it up a little bit. But now that we got that thing in there, it should melt the whole thing, and they should have plenty of drinking water tonight. This is a heater base, or a heated base, for setting your chicken water containers on top of. Cindy felt like it wasn't working, so it works now. So it had rivets in it, and I just drilled out, just put the drill right in the middle of the rivet and drill it out. So there's my little pieces that I drilled out. And I've already been putting it back together, but I just thought you could take a look on the inside. It just has this heat tape that holds some wires onto the top surface. It's got a little thermostat thing in there. I think that's a thermostat. And then it's just wired together and it just heats the top. So now I'm putting some new rivets in it. I was careful not to drill the holes any larger. So if you haven't done rivets, it's just that easy. I bought this little riveter from Harbor Freight because I don't do this very often, so I don't need a nice expensive tool. So for this, I just got a cheap tool. Whereas normally, for tools I'm going to use a lot, I'll pay for the better brands. Cobalt, I like. I hear a lot about Milwaukee. I haven't owned any Milwaukee tools, but they sound like a great brand. So here's the last rivet. You just take this little rivet, you put the little nail side into the hole, put the rivet itself through the hole you're trying to rivet. Pretty simple. I can't say that I've ever had a nice, neat workshop, but I really want one. I'd like to spend a whole day in here organizing. Of course, you know, some of this is not bad. I got shelves to put things, but then I got piles on the floor that haven't been put away. Same over here. Bunch of nice shelves. Things are kind of organized, but then I got a bunch of stuff on the floor that needs places to go. I am trying to place tools that I'm going to use often at this workbench in an easy to reach place. Talking to Walter a couple days ago about my contractor's license. I let it go. I got this contractor's license in 2002, and I let it go maybe 4 or 5 years later and never did update it. And I didn't realize you would have to take the whole test and everything all over again to update it. So I wish I had kept it updated over the years. Yesterday I started cutting out for my steps here. I've kind of paused this project because the weather's been so cold that I can't pour concrete. So I'm just getting everything ready. I cut the steps, and I also made the forms that are gonna sit here to pour the concrete into to make the shape of the stairs. You know, something similar to this. I think I might have dug a little too deep. I'm gonna have a flat section with the driveway for a few inches. Then the first step will go from here over to here, and it's going to be about this high. I guess in a video I can't really show you, but on the dirt here it's going to be about this high, and then the second step's going to be this high. But I think that means that I may have dug this too low, so I think I'm going to digging this out, I found a bunch of brick and stuff, and I think I'm going to stack some bricks in here to take up some of the space so I'm not pouring so much concrete. I bought 9 bags. I'm not sure if that's actually enough for 3 steps. I might have to, I don't know. That actually might be just right. I'm just gonna make it 30 inches wide. That's 2.5 feet. Since we lost so many chickens in the dog attack, we are now going to try to hatch some. We haven't done this in a while. So we've got 16 eggs. I'm about to start them right now.